Block,
Hey, what are
block,
you doing?
block. I am blocking my ex on social media because if they wanted to see what I was doing, they should have did right.
Okay, I
Block,
heard
block,
that.
block, block, block. Wait a minute. Unblock,
Why are you
unblock.
unblocking?
I need to unblock them for a second just to see something.
Girl, now what are you doing?
I'm hitting the gym right now because I was reading that if you hit the gym, that'll help you get over your ex and heal. So I am hitting the gym. I'm getting over my ex this time. Blocking on social media, doing no contact, trying to stay busy, hitting the gym, talking to friends. Guys, these are some of the worst ways that you can use to try and get over your ex and heal after a breakup. This is what we're going to be talking about in today's video, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to the Breakup Channel. I am Coach Candace and I help men and women finally win at getting over their ex and healing after their breakup. Guys, what we're talking about today is blocking on social media, doing no contact, hitting the gym. Why are these things the worst things that you can use to heal after your breakup? Well, number one is because these things are actually what's called distraction tactics. Okay, these things are meant to help you just to get your mind, your thinking off of your ex so that you can focus on other things. And eventually what this will do is just kind of train you to live without your ex, to stop thinking about your ex. You're just kind of training yourself until you get to that place where you're no longer thinking about them. They're no longer affecting your life. You no longer need to call or text them, guys. This is what these tactics are doing. You go to the gym for about an hour, you're working out, you're not really thinking about your ex for that hour. And some people need 3, 4, 5 hours just in the gym because they need that level of distraction, guys. This is what I mean by distraction tactics. When you're blocking them on social media, you're trying to distract yourself from going to their page and looking at the things that they are doing. You're kind of going back and forth with that, blocking and unblocking, blocking and unblocking. Same thing with doing no contact. You're trying to distract yourself from talking to them and falling back into maybe that pattern of getting back with them, taking them back. These are all distraction tactics, guys. Are they good for that piece? Yes, they are. They work very well for what they are good at. But what's happening out here, guys, is that a lot of these relationship gurus and coaches out here, they're teaching these things as a way of getting over your ex and healing. But is this really the best thing, guys? I'm not really coming for the gurus right now. Maybe I am, just a little bit. But guys, let's, in all seriousness here, look, I want to give you guys right now an example because I want you guys to really understand something about using these tactics as a way of healing, okay? Because there is something really big, something really major that is missing from all of this that is keeping you stuck, that is keeping us stuck. As a matter of fact, it had me stuck at one time, and I had to unlearn all of that in order to finally get over my ex when I was going through a breakup and to finally heal and become a much stronger and wiser person. And this is what I want for each and every one of you guys too. So let's go ahead and start with this example. Now keep in mind, guys, this is just an example and it's going to be a very extreme example because if you follow me, you know that I really love examples because they kind of help me help you understand what I'm talking about. Let's say, for instance, let's say you wanted to build a house. So you got a team together, a team of contractors, and you guys went out to this field and you started building this house, okay? And after 90 days or so, you had somebody come in and do an inspection. And you find out that the house is not passing. As a matter of fact, it's not even supposed to be on the land that you guys built it on. Everything is just wrong from start to finish. And you're thinking, oh my goodness. And then to make matters worse, the house ends up falling down and you're like, oh my God, let me just try again. So you go and you bring in some more contractors and you talk to the contractors that you've been working with and they're telling you that you need to do this and they're telling you that you need to do that and you're kind of relying on them for their knowledge. So you take their advice and you're doing things again and once again. You bring in the inspectors and your house is just not passing. And once again, the house just falls over. This continues to go on and on and on and on. And you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to try to figure something out here. So let's say, for instance, someone comes along and just says, you know what? Just take a break for a moment. You've been going through a lot. Maybe go to Florida, take a vacation somewhere that's nice and just pamper yourself a little bit, just work on yourself and then come back fresh and just ready to start again. So this is what you do. You go to Florida, you pamper yourself, just take time out for yourself and then you come back with a whole new, fresh feeling and then you start building your homes again and same thing is happening. Not passing the inspection. Houses are leaning, smoking, and all of this is going on with the houses and you're like, oh my God, this is just really too much. This is a mess. Now, just imagine we're going to turn the situation around a little bit. Just imagine now somebody like me comes into the picture and I say, you know what? I want you to do something a little bit different. I want you to get that knowledge and education behind you regarding building homes. I want you to get the skills, the trade. I want you to understand the license, the permits, working with contractors, even take some additional classes so that you can talk the talk with the contractors that you're working with and you can really manage every part of the house building process. So let's say you took me up on that offer, you went and did that. So now when you come back, you're coming back with a whole new set of eyes, a whole new understanding. And as a matter of fact, you're able to look back at the other homes that did not pass the inspection and you're understanding now what exactly went wrong with those houses. Now you're understanding what contractors that you were working with knew what they were talking about and which ones didn't. Now you understand who had a license and who did not have a license, who was faking it. So now you are very knowledgeable. You are highly confident now. Now you're hiring the right team. Now you're building your homes the way that you supposed to. You're getting the permits, the land, is right. You have the foundation correct. The houses aren't falling over. It is because now you have this knowledge and education behind you regarding building homes. Now you know exactly what you need to do. And now you are definitely headed in the right direction that you want to go with building your homes and your career. Now you're building suitable homes. You're able to sell them and make more money. You're able to turn a profit now. And life is good. Guys, this is what I mean when I talk about that piece that is missing from doing no contact, from hitting the gym. It is that knowledge and education about relationships. Guys, this is what the gurus really, they're not really getting into. They're not really touching on this stuff. And this is the most important part that you need in order to heal, guys. And when I say relationship education, I'm talking about, and this is just a few things, just a few, not all of it. Relationship education gets into things like understanding the critical components that make up a relationship. And I'm going to tell you right now that it's not chemistry. It's not sexual attraction. It's not zodiac signs. It's not the fact that both of you have a lot in common, such as you like action movies and the same kind of ice cream and the same type of restaurants and you have the same kind of friends. It's none of that. And if you don't understand what those components are, you're going to have some messed up situations pretty much, if you kind of know what I mean. Also, this involves understanding what are the characteristics that make up the right person for your life or the wrong person for your life. Do you know how to really identify and tell the difference between the two? Do you know how to date to find someone that is right for your life? Do you understand the difference between love and lust? Do you know what love is? Do you know what lust is? Do you know how to understand if you are truly getting love or if you are truly getting lust? Guys, I'm talking about, just a few things here, but understand there's a lot more, to this education. And it really doesn't take any more effort than what you're doing right now. It's just now you're using the same energy into doing it correctly. Okay, so don't think that, wow, that sounds like a lot. It really isn't once you know it. It's the same amount of energy that you're using right now for the things that you're doing. Okay, you're just going to turn it around into something positive. But the thing is, guys, without this type of knowledge, you cannot look back at your ex and understand what really went wrong with that relationship. Let's say, for instance, that they cheated on you. You know, a lot of you would say, you know what, they're no good. They cheated on me. But what really happened in that relationship? When you're able to look at your relationship and you start piecing it apart on a deeper level, you start examining morals, values, principles, spirituality. When you understand that these things may not have existed with this person, now you really start to understand why the relationship was breaking down. When you start looking at, what did they understand about love? What is their definition of love? Do they understand what lust is? Now you start getting into a whole different understanding with what went wrong with your ex and your relationship, pretty much. Okay. And guys, this is really where your closure comes from. This is all about closure. When you can look at your ex and understand your situation from a whole different standpoint than everybody else, that is how you get your closure. Okay, this is where closure comes from that knowledge. And this is going to be, the cold truth and the hard truth for a lot of you. If you're not able to look back and understand what happened in your relationship, there's a layer of understanding that you need to have. And all of this is wrapped up in that relationship knowledge and education. Okay, I am really big on this, guys. And when you are trying to use hit the gym or doing no contact and blocking on social media, guys, you're not going to get this level of understanding from doing those things, because again, they are just for distraction. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you may know people right now that's doing no contact, they're blocking, but they are the biggest problem on earth. And this is because, again, these things don't teach common sense. It doesn't teach you to look within and make sure that you are not the problem, guys. And this is what I am talking about. Relationship education, guys, is what is going to actually make the difference in your overall healing and also getting over your ex. Because when you start to reveal things, because now you understand relationships in a way that you never have before, you're going to see things a lot differently. You're going to see things and situations about your ex a lot differently. And that's going to help you start to detach, okay? Because a lot of times when you don't have this education behind you, you start feeding yourself a lot of bad information. You start making it about you. What did I do wrong? Maybe if I did this, they would have loved me better. Maybe if I would have did that, they wouldn't have did me this way. You start making things about you sometimes, or you start just making it about the fact, of something that really doesn't matter. And you're not really pinpointing what the real issue is with their relationship. Perhaps the love maybe was not really there. Maybe you were existing in lust. Guys, this is that, again, level of knowledge that you have to have so that you really understand how to look at your situation and understand what's going on. This is also could be about, understanding personality disorders. I didn't mention that in that list, but that's part of that too. Not so that you can diagnose people, but it is helpful in really understanding when you understand someone who is narcissistic, okay? Because when you understand what they do and the tactics that they use against you, you don't fall victim to that because you're already prepared, because you know what to look for. You understand manipulation. Guys, there's a lot that goes into this, and I can't get into everything in this video, or this video would just be very, very, very long. But this is something that I help my clients understanding all of this so that it makes them a much stronger and wiser person. Because guys, at the end, that has to be the goal. The goal has to be to, get over your ex, heal, and be able to move in a direction where you're not making mistake after mistake after mistake. You want to start doing things in a way that, you know, you're now getting toward your goals, getting to that place that you want to be, and definitely being able to find the love that you need for your life. Hope this is making sense to you. You know, we can go on and on about this, but, you know, hitting the gym, doing no contact, these are great for distracting you. Go to the gym for an hour, get your mind off your ex, etc. But when it comes to actually healing, it is going to be all about that education that you have, guys. All right, guys, so if you like the conversations that we're having here on this channel, be sure to follow me on Instagram, subscribe to me on YouTube. Make sure that you are clicking the link in the description box to find out more about working with me, guys. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.